Hey, it's Tanaya. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to negotiate on Alibaba.com. So if you guys have been subscribed to my channel, or if you're new, I have been releasing videos on how you basically can start your own product line, especially if you are an online business owner, you want to start an online business, maybe you have a store, a physical location, and you want to start selling products, because Alibaba.com is a great place to actually find vendors, really good quality vendors that source products for you to sell in bulk. So this isn't the type of website that you go on if you just want to buy like an item one time and just kind of like do daily kind of shopping. This is specifically for business owners that want to find products to resell, and they want to find products that they can buy in bulk at a good price and good quality. So let's get right into it. Okay, so the first tip that I'm going to give you guys about how to negotiate on Alibaba.com. So once you go on Alibaba.com, you type in the search bar the product that you are looking for, and then you get a page full of different vendors, different pictures of that particular item that you just searched. You found a vendor, you reached out to them, you're communicating with them now. So let's get into that stage, all right? The first tip is be professional. So if you're reaching out to one of these vendors via email, make sure that you have a business email. So it's something like info@yourbusiness.com. Like, make sure that the email looks super professional, because when you're contacting these vendors on Alibaba.com, you want to come across as someone who owns a business. Even if you're somebody who's just like starting out, you're just kind of testing the waters, like you just want to see what certain vendors on Alibaba.com are like requiring. Even if you haven't even filed your LLC yet, you still want to come across as professional. So have a business email, okay? So when you're communicating with these vendors, they take you seriously. And even like in your introduction, when you're talking to these vendors, you can say, hi, my name is so-and-so, I'm the owner of X, Y, and Z company, or I am whatever position from X, Y, and Z company. I was reaching out to your company because I'm interested in building a relationship with you, because I really wanted to start to offer this type of product to my my consumers, blah, 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 blah. You know, like, just sound super professional. Don't just say, hey, what price is this? Like, give an introduction of who you are and just sound as professional as possible so that they take you seriously. Next tip that I'm going to give you guys when you are speaking to vendors on Alibaba.com is to ask questions. So I know in the other videos I mentioned asking what the minimum order quantity is. That's just basically asking them, how much do I have to order of this particular item? How much do you require in order for me to get the wholesale price? So of course every vendor has their minimum, but you want to ask other questions. What are your hours that you work? Because you got to remember, like, these vendors are from different parts of the world. They may not all be in the state that you live in or the area that you live in. So you want to know what hours they work. You want to know, do they work weekends? You want to know what time zone are they in, so you would know like when you should be reaching out to them, or like how long it may take them to get back to you if you guys are in two different time zones. Things like that. Also, let's say if you do start the conversation with them through email, you want to ask them, is this your preferred way to communicate? Some of them may talk to you through like a FaceTime video or some type of video chat or WhatsApp, or they may prefer email, or some of them may prefer the messaging app on Alibaba.com. So you want to ask them what is their preferred method of communicating with their potential customers, so that you know the best way to get in contact with them. So if you ever need product or samples or any type of information from them, you know how to reach them. Now, before we get into the next tip, the reason why I think asking questions is so important is because it's not always about negotiating like the price. Sometimes asking questions and everything is about building rapport and building the relationship, because if you are contacting them when they are like, you know, actually working, you're being considerate about their working hours, you're being respectful towards them, you're easy to work with, easy to speak to, and you know, like, you guys are just finding common ground, they're going to go out of their way to show you when they get a new product in, or they're gonna always make sure to send you that tracking number every time you put your order in. Like, you guys just are gonna, just click. So that's why I think it's important to build rapport and ask those questions so that the respect is there, you both know what to expect, and it'll just make your process a lot easier. The next tip I'm going to bring up is when you do put an order in, chances are you're gonna order a sample first. So just let them know, hey, I'm representing X, Y, and Z company. I really want to put in an order for this particular product, but I would like to order a sample first and test out the quality of the order. And then I will be purchasing a much larger order once I finish, looking at the sample. Then when it's time for you to put in your larger order and you really want to negotiate on a price, so if their minimum order quantity is 500 and you want to order something a little less than that, you can say, hey, can I order 250 for X, Y, and Z price? Are you able to do that? And just kind of go back and forth. So you don't always have to feel like whatever, particular figure they throw out is like set in stone. You can negotiate and ask, if I order this many pieces, can you do it for this price? And then they may say another price and you may just agree to that. And you can let them know, like, hey, for my first order, I may be ordering this amount, which may be lower than your minimum order quantity, if they're okay with that. But I just want to test out the market. If this goes well, then I will order a lot more on my next order because I'll be gaining more customers or more people interested in this particular product. So you'll find that there are companies willing to work with you. All you have to do is just have respect, good rapport, and see if they're willing to kind of, work with you a little bit and build that relationship. Like, that's really, really key. And the last tip that I'm going to give is when you find your vendor on Alibaba.com, you want to make sure that you stay in communication with them. Even if you've already ordered your wholesale order and you are basically trying to sell those products and get them out the door so that you can get ready to make your next wholesale order, that vendor may still be trying to communicate with you, sharing their new products or sharing new product packaging that they did for somebody else so that you can get more ideas, or if you need something from them, they're letting you know that they have it. So reach out to them to say, hey, how are you? Just letting you know everything's going good with my order. It's doing really good in the market. Just stay in communication with them. One, because their contact information can change. I've had that happen to me where I found a vendor through Alibaba.com. I was communicating with them through WhatsApp, and then they would reach out to me to say, hey, so-and-so no longer works with us. This person is now going to be your contact point for our company. Or they change numbers on WhatsApp, or they can change email. So make sure that you stay in contact with them, so if they do have any changes in their business, any contact changes, or maybe their minimum order quantity has changed or their pricing has changed, they have you marked on their list as someone to contact to make sure that you know. So I hope those tips helped you guys, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye.